Championships coming to you from Cerritos College. Well, hi once again, I'm Rich Estrella, and thank you for joining us for tonight's ball game. And let's get right to it. Let's take a look, of course, at the host, La Mirada Matadors. They were #1 seed coming into the playoffs this year, and let's take a look how they got here. Of course, the Matadors were undefeated going into playoff play at 10-0, and of course, they defeated Buena Park in the first round, 41-13. They got by Northview again at home, 28-0, and then in the semifinals, they defeated Western 27-14 at La Mirada High School. For Mayfair coming in, remember, they were the second-place finisher in the Suburban League. They were not seeded coming into the playoffs, so an unseeded team getting to the finals pretty good. Of course, Mayfair defeats Los Amigos in the first round, 49-24. Then they get past Valle Vista League champion Bonita, 46-29. And then in the semifinals, they take care of Brea Linda, 26-13. The Monsoons are coached by Mike Fitch in his 14th season. This is Mike Fitch's second time to the finals in the last 6 years. John Mealy, by contrast, in his 11th year at La Mirada, this is his 5th trip to the finals in the last 7 years. So this contest is shaping up to be a great one. We talked to some of the participants in tonight's game at the media luncheon this past Monday, and here's what some of the Monsoons and Matadors had to say about their season and tonight's contest.
I think we had a really good season so far. You know, it's not over yet. We have more to do, but at the quarterback position, you know, we had some questions, but I think Cox, you know, he stepped up and did a real good job, and then Mike Lemon's just running all over the place. So altogether, I think we're pretty balanced and we're doing a good job.
What about having Mayfair in the final? I mean, as far as the media goes, we couldn't have asked for a better matchup. What do you guys feel about the Monsoons coming in, especially since you faced them once and it was a very good ball game?
I think they're a good team, and, you know, they want to play us really bad, and we want to play them too. You know, it should be a good game. Two good teams. What
do you think you guys can do differently this time to beat the Matadors that you didn't do last time?
We're just going to concentrate more on run defense. We'll have both running backs strong back in the game and strong passing attack. We can take them.
We're just going to go out and try to do our best. Are
you glad it's the Monsoons?
I'm just glad we're in there. I didn't really care who we're competing against, but I'm just glad we're in the championship. And we're just going to have to go out and try our hardest, whatever.
Now, you didn't get to play in the last Matador football game. What do you think, now that you're back at full strength and Williams will be playing, think things will be different?
Well, people say that's the difference, well, because I wasn't there, but hopefully that is the difference.
Because you're going to be there.
Yeah, because I'll be there this week for sure. We just have to come out and just do our job.
One thing about Mayfair, the only thing that they had up on us was our mistakes, and that's all I'm giving them. But I'm not going to take away they're a good team. They are a good team, and I'm really looking forward to this game and ready to rock and roll.
Kind of a fitting way to end the season, right?
Oh, yeah, great way to end the season. Great way.
Would you rather have Brea?
No, Mayfair.
Mayfair.
Wanted them. Knew we were going to get them.
Good deal. Now, the La Mirada game, of course, you played them once already. You know what to expect. You know what to expect. You know they're going to be coming after you. They're going to be trying to move things around. Do you think the absence of Williams for half the game, and, of course, you didn't have Hodge either, do you think that may help even things this time around?
Oh, yeah, last game, especially in that second half, we had no running attack at all. And we knew we had to pass every play to beat those guys. Now we know we're going to be balanced. We're going to have all our weapons there. We feel we have the upper hand in this game.
After that win on Saturday, I mean, you guys were fired up. How's it been so far? You've had a day and a half. What's the team talking about? Is it strictly thinking about the Matadors?
We're just thinking about getting to that game and taking it to them. We've never been able to beat that team. We felt we had the chance last time, and we didn't have our weapons there to help us. And we feel this game's going to be a different story.
Do you remember the last time a Mayfair team beat La Mirada?
I can't remember back then. I wasn't born yet.
According to Merlin Driggs, it was 1980.
Yeah, I was born about a month after they actually did that, so I don't know about that stuff.
We worked really hard in the off season. We knew coming back that we'd have to be a strength. We had a lot of unity, and we knew that we had to work together and improve to get our team to this point.
Does the absence of Tom hurt you guys a little bit, or the next guy just as good?
Well, Tom is family, you know, to all of us. He's a great guy. We needed him to get to this point. Of course, his absence is going to hurt us, but Nick Endara, his replacement, has stepped up. He's doing a great job, and he helped us win the last 2 ball games, so he's had critical starting experience.
Let's talk about Mayfair now in the finals. Great ball game the first time. You know, you had a great first half. They played a great second half. Are you glad it's Mayfair now?
Well, when you get into the CIF championship game, whoever you play is going to be a champion. They're going to be a great team. I think this is the best possible thing for our league. We won't hear anymore that our league is weak. And, you know, it's a good matchup. There's a lot of things that were unsolved in the last matchup, and hopefully they'll be solved.
So as you can see, the participants, the teams are all fired up. They're ready for this one. When we come back, we'll be joined by Ken Such, the head coach of Paramount High School, who will be doing the color commentary for tonight's game, coming to you from Cerritos College. Stay with us. Everyone knows that interest rates are at or near an all-time low, and now is without question the best time to buy a
state needs.
College, as the Sports Corner in Media One brings you the CIF Southern Section Division IX Championship, featuring two outstanding ball clubs in the host Mayfair Monsoons and the visiting La Mirada Matadors. Well, hi everybody, once again, I'm Rich Stray up high here above the western sideline, along with Ken Such, the head coach at Paramount High School, and we're so happy you joined us. This contest tonight is an all-Suburban League affair. Matter of fact, I've heard the cry already being said, break up the Suburban League. You got two teams in the finals. These two teams, of course, met during week 9 of the regular season. La Mirada coming away with a 21-18 thrilling victory over Mayfair at La Mirada High School. And the absence of a kicking game for Mayfair is what actually did the Monsoons in. Lemon, 319 yards rushing in that ball game for La Mirada. And of course, Mayfair, Harrison in the second half was just unreal, tossing 3 touchdown passes. But again, the inability to convert the extra points was the difference in the ball game. Tonight, La Mirada comes in 13-0, the second time in the school's history that La Mirada has won 13 straight ball games. The last time they did it, they faced Bloomington in the finals and lost in the finals. The Monsoons, 10-3 on the season. Their other loss came to St. John Bosco. First game of the season, 14-13. Division IX Mayfair ganging up on the Division I St. John Bosco Braves, almost coming away with a victory. But again, the absence of a kicking game. The Monsoon Partisans hope that won't be the case tonight as they get one more shot at the La Mirada Matadors, and they get it in the best possible venue, a CIF Finals. And we're getting set for the kickoff here at La Mirada High School. Obviously, Mayfair is going to kick off to the Matadors. Deep for La Mirada. Looks like Miguel Ratzliff. In front of him will be Von Jarrett and number 4, Aaron Gomez. And the 1998 CIF Championship Division IX Finals is underway. Ratzliff from the 3-yard line. Ratzliff working his way up and is brought down at the 25-yard line. A nice return for the Matadors. La Mirada, of course, at quarterback. They start Chris Cox. He had a brother here that played on a CIF championship contender. They played Temescal Canyon in '95. He's a junior. Passed on the regular season for a little over 1,800 yards on the season. 20 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions. But in the backfield is the ominous number 2, the junior running back, Mike Lemon. And Ken Lemon, an outstanding runner, 2,600 yards on the year.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching him. He's a tall, thin kid, and I understand he has good speed.
On first down, the give is to Lemon. Lemon shakes 2 tacklers, breaks to the outside, and Lemon has a lot of room, cuts back in. Lemon fumbles the ball. Mayfair recovers. Unbelievable. Number 45, Brent DeJager, coming up with the big fumble recovery. And the Mayfair Monsoons get the first big break of the ball game.
Well, that was a well-defended play. Very, very good running with Lemon breaking to the outside, cuts back, just gets whacked. Hey, what the tone was set for this game on the opening kickoff. Both teams were ripping, so we're going to have some fun tonight.
Here's been a problem for La Mirada, Ken. The Matadors have started out very slowly in their first 3 ball games. Although they won all 3 ball games by 2 touchdowns or more, but the Monsoons have been basically coming out. They got 3 receivers out wide, starting off quick. Harrison lets it fly, has the pass complete. That goes to Garcia. Garcia run out of bounds after a 13-yard gain.
I talked to Coach Mike Fitz before the game, and he said, watch Mayfair air it out tonight. So it looks like they came out with 5 receivers in the first play.
Well, it's not that they don't have running backs in the backfield. Of course, Mayfair, we'll talk about them now. They have the 2 outstanding running backs in Mike Williams and, of course, number 5, Darius Hodges. And Hodges didn't play in that first ball game, and he was a fire plug last week against Brea. First down and 10 for the Monsoons at the 31-yard line. Harrison gives to Hodge. Hodge goes forward, goes to the outside. Hodge gets another first down for the Mayfair Monsoons.
Another play that would stop the point of attack, and the running back bounces to the outside. There's no support from the secondary.
Amazing.
Whoa, starting off fast.
Look, here's the replay. You see Hodge going forward. Now he's going to break to the outside, turns it up, race out of bounds at the 20.
And you can see the support from the corner was very late.
And it's first down and 10 for the Monsoons at the 21-yard line. Mike Williams, the lone tailback. In motion, number 4, Joe Hunter. Harrison looks, has Phillips, hits Phillips at the 10. Phillips tackled, fumbles the ball, and La Mirada gets it back. Wow.
Well, somebody's going to have to settle down a little bit. I'll tell you what, we've had.
That's Chris Rudiger with the recovery. Only a sophomore, Ken.
What a beautiful throw by the quarterback from Mayfair. The wide receiver has to take care of this football.
Wow, that was close. You got to wonder if he was down or not on that one.
No, that was a fumble in my opinion.
It's all right. That's what the way the refs called it. First down and 10.
These refs, by the way, are from the South Bay.
Aren't they? Oh, my. All right, I know what that means. Here we go in the I formation. Big Woods in the backfield. Give to Lemon. Lemon gets tripped up. No gain. No gain.
As promised in the pregame, the Monsoons are stacking the line of scrimmage and playing straight up with the wide receiver. That's great to stop the run as long as you don't get beat for a big play on the outside.
Second down 10. The ball at the 9-yard line. Just underway here at Cerritos College.
They open it up.
Yep. La Mirada now. 3 wide receivers to the near side. But the give is to Lemon. And it doesn't fool the Monsoons. Lemon might get 1 yard due to forward progress.
And here the coaches are feeling each other's defense out. Mayfair had a lot of trip sets, a lot of motion, a lot of different things in their possession, and La Mirada's doing the same thing. They opened up trips, but just to try to position the defensive players so they can run the ball.
So bring up third down and 9 for the for the Matadors. We got Matadors, Monsoons, and here's the replay once again. Lemon just couldn't get it going. And everybody on him.
We've had a lot of action for 2 minutes.
Yeah. They'll settle down. They'll get tired in a little bit. Again in the I formation. They give little fake to Lemon. Cox throws to Lemon. Lemon racing to the outside, and Lemon gets the first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Making the tackle for Mayfair, number 45, Brent DeYeager.
And there's a situation where play action pass, you can see on the replay, and place to go when you're playing man is your speedy back. He can usually outrun the linebacker. Defense really shouldn't be fooled by play action on a 3rd and 10.
So it'll be first down and 10 for La Mirada, getting out of that hole back at the 9. They're out to the 25-yard line now.
Little breathing room.
Big George Woods in the backfield in the I with Lemon flanking him. Woods, a big kid, about 6'3", 6'4", goes about 280. Can pick up the world. Lemon again, forward. Couple yards.
And Mr. Woods laid a nice block on the linebacker, filling the hole for Monson.
Second down, 8. For La Mirada. Lemon in the backfield. Aaron Gomez to the near side. Von Jarrett to the far side to give to Lemon, and Lemon is stuffed at the 29. Bring up 3rd down and 5 now.
The Monsoon's defense is really attacking gaps, stopping the play at the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 6 is the call. And we'll see what the Matadors have. Cox looks, throws, passes incomplete. In and out of the hands of Aaron Gomez. And bring a 4th down for the Matadors. And they'll have to kick it away.
It's a real nice route by number 4, executed real well. The ball is there just a little early.
And the punt. Nice high kick. And it's Monsoons better get away from that one. And it's downed by, I believe that's Mark Sanchez.
And that's not real good field position play by the Matadors. It's only a 23-yard net punt.
So the Monsoons are back in business at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mayfair. Short gain on the carry on 1st down. Harrison puts it up, but it's too far. I think there's either a miscommunication or La Mirada must have been coming, Ken.
Yeah, the quarterback and the wide receiver miscommunicated there. We had straight man coverage.
Okay, 3rd down. Still trying to work a few of the things out up here, Ken. It's 3rd down now for the Monsoons. They have a 3rd and 9. 8.5, 9 yards to go. That they are. Garcia was in motion. Harrison with some time to throw. Lets it fly. Passes complete. There's a flag on the field at the 50. Short of a 1st down, but there's that big penalty marker thrown by the side judge over there, Ken, at the 44 or 46-yard line.
Hey, it's a good idea by the offense. They get a speedy young man out here one-on-one, but a great tackle by in the open field by the La Mirada defender. The penalty is 2 men in motion. The set guy wasn't quite set before the motion man started is what happened. You can't have 2 people moving at the same time.
And that's going to cost them?
We're going to see number 2, starting tailback, making a very good tackle.
Now they're going to have to kick it away, as you know La Mirada should, and they do decline it. Remember now the quarterback, the wide receiver Andrew Phillips, his great hands is the punter. He's got some speed. I doubt they'd fake it here. Good snap. Gets the kick off. Von Jarrett running underneath it. Jarrett at the 30, cuts back inside to the 40, down at the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10 for La Mirada.
And right off the back, both special teams, their punting teams just aren't doing their job. That was a weak kick. Should have just let it go. Looked like he tried to pooch it, but he was on the 50.
Here we see it again. It's an easy kick. but watch number 5, Von Jarrett, take it up.
I'm sure the coaches for Mayfair are going to be upset when they watch film because they lost outside contain, which is the one thing you never can have happen.
First and 10 for the Matadors at the 40-yard line, their own 40. No secret again in the backfield. You got Lemon and Woods in the eye. Jarrett and Gomez out wide. Little play action. Cox looks, throws, has his man incomplete. Jarrett was the intended receiver. Guarded very closely there by Darius Hodge. Here we see it again. And there's the pass. It's incomplete. We'll have to share mics, Ken, for the time being. We got some technical problems, but tonight's game actually, media won with all the parade commitments such.
Should I say something in your mic so they'll know I'm actually here?
Yeah, I know, boy. Should have reiterated all that stuff. Here it is on 2nd and 10 now. Cox stays in there, throws, and it's caught by number 5, Von Jarrett, and a big first down for the Matadors as they are at the Mayfair 35-yard line.
And as we talked about before, the line of scrimmage, Mayfair is attacking the line of scrimmage. That's their game plan, and when that happens, you have receivers one-on-one. That's a quick post pattern executed very, very well by La Mirada.
And it gets them down, like I said, at the 37-yard line of Mayfair. It's deepest penetration by either team.
Rich, that's the kind of play that a championship team has to be able to execute because teams are going to take away what you want to do.
Matadors again come out, the same set this time. However, Jarrett and Gomez located at the far side of the field. Fake to Lemon. Cox again, lets it fly. Wide open is Gomez. He pulls it down. No. That pass was up high and just a little bit out of bounds. Gomez made a great effort. He had Garcia covering.
Well, on this, a better throw, and they would have had a touchdown, but it did. That last play did scare Mayfair into playing it honest, and they rolled up into a free safety type coverage so that they had some help, and they can't throw the quick post. So we're going to see some cat and mouse by both coaches. Spit that one out.
Yeah, it's a good one. I understood you. I don't know if anybody else at home did, but I did. Here we go. The ball at the 36.5-yard line. The incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down 10 now for La Mirada.
You see here, no free safety on the.
And also, there's no fullback this time. George Woods is out of the lineup. Here comes the Monsoons. A screen pass is picked off.
Great play!
Alan Canet, the sophomore. And Canet is brought down at the 29-yard line by Chris Cox, the quarterback. Wow.
Well, Mayfair said, go ahead and throw it. It was a good idea on the play. Number 40 was just blocked into it. When you play man, though, and you can see C40 recognizes that the tailback's there. When you're playing man, that man's, if its coverage stays there, it's tough to throw, and La Mirada's paying a big price for a couple big mistakes right now.
And the sophomore coming up big, the sophomore running back, defensive back, linebacker, Alan Canet coming into his own. And Mayfair now has the ball at the La Mirada 28-yard line. And a seesaw battle here tonight from Cerritos College. Harrison in the backfield. Sends Michael Williams to the far side, has Andrew Phillips to the near side. There are no running backs. Pass is complete. And it's going to go for about 6 yards out of bounds. It's complete to Michael Williams.
And again, Mayfair's going to isolate their people one-on-one on the outside. They get a quick throw and make La Mirada tackle. So far, La Mirada's been up to the task, but one missed tackle, and those are touchdowns.
So the ball down to the 23-yard line. 2nd down. They're calling it 5. This time Williams in the backfield. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Quick pass out to Garcia. Good block by Phillips. Garcia breaking to the 10, down to the 5, and he's going to go down at the 6-yard line out of bounds. First down, Monsoons deep in La Mirada territory.
And it's just what you call a little bubble screen. Both wide receivers blocked down. We throw a little pass out to him, and it's like a long handoff in a sense, and the Mayfair wide receiver is doing a great job. The wide out, watch 11 here, nice block, clean block. 18 does a nice job of running. Now we have 1st and goal.
18, Craig Garcia. And now Mayfair down 1st and goal at the La Mirada 5-yard line. Terrence Young in the backfield at fullback. Darius Hodge, the running back. The give goes to Hodge. Hodge looking for some room, gets stuck at the 4, knocked out of bounds at the 2. Von Jarrett making the tackle.
Well-designed play, a lot of movement, making the goal line defense adjust, but nice run fill by La Mirada. Good lead block by number, I can't see his number, 35. He did his job, but the running back needs to cut back up to the goal line there and quit running the sideline.
I'll tell you what, Such, here we are. There's 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and there's about 2,000 people trying to buy tickets outside.
Well, that's game management. We don't have to worry about that.
Thank God. Here we go, 2nd and goal. The give to Williams. Touchdown, Monsoons. Michael Williams going in from 2 yards out. And Mayfair draws first blood, and the balloons go off in a fireworks show.
Well, that's home field advantage. A lot of people here tonight. Mayfair, this is the first time I understand they've been in the CIF finals. They're all excited. Community's excited. I missed the replay watching the balloons, but basically Mayfair ran right at them on a quick count. I'm not sure if there was movement or not, but they beat them off the ball badly.
Now the extra point, Mayfair will elect for a 2-point conversion. The give to Williams again, it's good! 8-0 Mayfair, 5:04 left. We're taking a break as the Monsoons go up over La Mirada. Everyone knows that interest rates are at or near an all-time low. Chad. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the CIF Center Section Division 9 final. Rich Estrella, Ken Such, and Andrew Kersner's looking for a microphone down here. Once we get it going, we'll be fine. And the kickoff goes deep to the 6-yard line. Aaron Gomez with it. Gomez breaks to the outside and gets met there by number 42, Chad McGavero. McGavero puts him straight down on his back.
Oh, those are the kind of hits that coaches love. 5'11", 170-pound senior who maintained his contain on the kickoff return. When the runner bounced out to him, he just whacked him, man.
Hold on. La Mirada football, and the ball's at the 24-yard line. And the give goes to Big George Woods, and watch out! Woods on his way, all 300 pounds. Look at this dude go. Oh, my. No flags. Touchdown, La Mirada. Woo! I've seen it all now. When have you seen a big guy like that run that hard?
I think it's, isn't that the way you used to run, Rich? Isn't that what you tell me?
It reminds me a lot of myself on my playing day. You're right.
What, the weight?
Yeah.
Hey, smart call by the La Mirada coaches. You've got everybody in the line of scrimmage, no free safety. Pop the big man. Great block down the field by the wide receiver. And hey, when you play do or die defense, sometimes works out this way. Interesting here, La Mirada's going for one, even though they're down by 2, knowing that Mayfair's going to have to continue trying to go for 2 points every time. All right, 4:46 to go. All of a sudden, 2 quick scores. It's 8-7 Mayfair.
.446 left. As you mentioned, Ken, George Woods, can you believe that guy? I mean, they have him listed here like 270. You know he goes close to 3.
I tell you what, he got moving, like I said. He had a great block by a wide receiver.
And a great block by that ref.
Well, hey, that's part of the game. That's just part of the game. But, hey, he held up. For that big a kid, he held up well.
Woods is a legitimate Division I prospect. Everybody and their brothers knows about George Woods in college. Here's the kickoff. They're going to call it? Nope. Here we go. Michael Williams with it at the 10. Williams tries to fake. It's brought down. Nothing doing. Brought down by number 9 for La Mirada. That's Nelson Gutierrez.
And he who hesitates on kickoff return gets tackled.
Every time. Every time, Ken. 1st and 10 for Mayfair at the 15.
This would be a little bit of a mini gut check now for Mayfair to see how they react to La Mirada coming right back on him.
And you know what? That play that they scored that touchdown on was the most unlikely play. You give it to the biggest guy on the field, and he goes all the way down the field easily. Hodges gets 5 yards. Be 2nd down and 5 for Mayfair.
Nice blocking at the point of the attack. The runner you can't turn and run backwards and sideways. Just keep going forward. Here's the replay. Nice cut up the hole. Again, though, contain on the outside and the tackling by La Mirada CBs they're doing a great job.
2nd down, they're going to call it about 3 for the Monsoons. Terrence Young in the backfield, all alone. Hodge to the near side. The give goes to Young. Young gets nothing. George Woods in company. George Woods, Feula, Boardman, everybody in there. Gutierrez. And it'll bring a 3rd down and 4.5 yards.
There's a hard slant by the defensive line right into the play.
That's right. So 3rd down, about 4.5 here, and we'll see what Mike Fitch has up for the Matadors. Woody Grayson, his assistant, the offensive coordinator, Ed Lishak, running the D. Harrison, here they come. Harrison lets it fly, completes it out to Williams, and he dropped it. Williams dropped it. And to bring a 4th down now, and Mayfair will have to punt the ball away. And look at the free sponsorship Cerritos is getting with the Pepsi stuff on the field from the Strawberry Bowl. You know, I don't mind giving Tobin from Cerritos Pontiac GMC Trucks and Pub, but Pepsi, come on.
And there, hey, real hard pressure by La Mirada on the outside, a quick throw by the quarterback, and the proper throw, you just have to catch.
Phillips gets a nice kick, and it's fair caught at the 48-yard line by Von Jarrett. 1st and 10 now for La Mirada. There's 3:04 left here in the 1st quarter. It's 8-7 Mayfair.
And that's the 2nd short kick we've had. I watched the young man warm up, and he was rooting the ball pretty good and getting very, very good height, turning it over. You know, when you get into a game, sometimes a little bit different. I notice he plays offense and defense, so the legs get a little tired too.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for La Mirada. Big George Woods with the big run, 75 yards. This time they give it to Lemon. Lemon breaks it to the outside. Good blocking out there. And upended before he can get going by Hodge. And Hodge helps Lemon up. Great sportsmanship right there, because Lemon got rocked on that play. Look at Lemon limping.
That was an excellent play by linebacker Chad Gavro.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Really subs the play, and then good support by the DB.
1, 2, 3.
Looked like Lemon was going to get something on that play, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like if Lemon would have got to the outside on that play, he would have been gone.
The people on the line of scrimmage that are assigned to contain cannot let him bounce around them. They've got to wait for him to bounce to him and make the tackle. Slipstream. Oh!
Jarrett with a nice catch and goes for 0 yards. And it's going to bring a 3rd down now for La Mirada, 3rd and 3.
I'm not all that familiar with these teams, but 42's been a little impressive so far, hasn't he, for the Monsoon defense?
Well, to be honest with you, Chad McGavro's been all over the place every game for Mayfair. One of the reasons they are where they are defensively.
Well, he sure showed up early in this game.
I don't think the coaches had much problem motivating either one of these teams tonight. For La Mirada, it's a crucial play here. George Woods is still absent in that backfield, and I think he might be an asset at this point in time. Split backs, Ratslip in the backfield with Lemon. Check, that's Rudiger. Pass is blocked. Nice block there. I'm going to credit Terrence Young with that one. And it'll bring a 4th down for the Matadors, and they'll have to kick it away, Ken.
They have a good push. I have a feeling Woods isn't in the game because he plays offense and defense. Was that 35 or 40? I couldn't see. And I'll tell you what, the young sophomore, 40, was in there again, close to the quarterback.
Didn't you have a Terrence Young at Paramount a few years back?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he was an all-league lineman that played here at Cerritos College. He came over here and played center.
I saw him on Family Feud. That's why I remember the guy.
Oh,
yeah, I did. Here we go, La Mirada to punt.
Like to see that team.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now they're going to go for it, and they're going to get it.
Whoa.
That's number...
Very close, Coach.
That's Joe Orr.
It's very close.
And it looks like they're not going to spot it there. It looks like it'll be Mayfair football.
Well, you remember the chain guys let it fall and get out of the way, and it looks like to me, he's a foot short.
What wimps, man. Why do you want to drop the chain and run? I'd sit there and give a lick. Here we see the replay again. Watch Orr, if we could see where he goes out of bounds, and I don't know. They dropped the chain like you said, and they're saying no, it's Mayfair football from the reaction of the crowd.
It looked like 83 made the hit, knocked him out of bounds just in time. That was not a planned run. That was a the snap by the kicker and decided to go, but he still had the corner. Once again, Mayfair losing contain. They're going to have to settle down. Their defensive coach is going to have to get somebody to stay put.
Well, I'm looking at this as the momentum factor. Regardless of that fact, La Mirada had a very good opportunity to pin Mayfair down deep in their own end, possibly have them go 3 or 4 out. Instead, now on the muffed, we'll call it a miff punt. Maybe it was planned. Who knows?
He just dropped the snap or fumbled the snap is all he did.
It's just a little bit shy, however. Oh, yeah, the one receiver. They didn't call it. Pass is incomplete, but he had to fall on it because that is a live football. We see Garcia falling on the wall. Loss of 2 yards on the play.
You see the bubble screen attempt that got good yardage earlier in the game, but number 4 coming up supporting real hard. La Mirada is starting to figure out what Mayfair is trying to do and vice versa, and I think they're starting to settle in the game a little bit. One thing I want to know, with 1:20 to go in the first quarter, La Mirada has turned the ball over now 3 times, and they're still in this ball game, so Mayfair has not taken advantage of opportunities.
Good point. Good point. 2nd down, 10. With 1:20, as you mentioned, to play. Harrison in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Michael Williams in the block. Williams picks up the blitz. The throw complete to Phillips. Phillips gets about 17 yards as he gets out into La Mirada territory, down to the 42-yard line. Great catch.
And a nice throw. Good protection up front in the shotgun. And on the replay, you're going to have a great angle. He comes inside. Look at this ball right there. There's no way the receiver can drop that. The DB cannot get to it. I'm impressed by their quarterback.
Mike Harrison, with the exception of Chris Lewis, is probably the best quarterback in this area, bar none. Harrison will stand in there until death do us part. He's a solid kid. Harrison again with all day to throw, lets it fly. Incomplete. Went for that bomb in the end zone, intended for Andrew Phillips. Harrison getting taken to the ground again. Had to let that thing fly probably a little sooner than he wanted.
Well, and that ball went about 55 yards in the air, too. He really had good protection. He stood there for a long time, let it go deep, didn't hold it too long, and he took a good shot from one of the La Mirada defensive tackles just as he let the ball go.
So 2nd and 10 for Mayfair at the 42-yard line. Terrence Young now in the backfield along with Michael Williams. The Monsoons line it up. In motion comes Phillips. They give to Williams. Williams gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down.
La Mirada just handles him at the line of scrimmage this time. One thing about throwing the ball deep, and here you can see a replay. Pull, he cuts up. Boy, somebody in there just stuffed one of the blockers as he bouncing out of the pile there. But hey, and the run play isn't a bad idea by Mayfair, just to slow him down a little bit because they're starting to tee off on the quarterback a little bit. But when you throw the ball downfield, you make the DBs think about it.
This should be the last play of the quarter, or maybe we've already seen the last play of the quarter, and we have. The quarter ends here at Cerritos College, Division IX CIF Championship final. To score, Mayfair up 8-7. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Buying a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life, so choosing the right real estate company is as equally important. Centerpoint Real Estate is a full-service real estate office which can handle all your real estate needs. And because every home buying experience is different, we work hard for every type of situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a current homeowner ready to sell, Centerpoint Real Estate, where personalized service is our priority.
Tonight's participants would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of tonight's championship final. Cicero's Restaurant. For fine Italian dining, it's gotta be Cicero's. Located at 15843 Imperial Highway in La Mirada. Their phone number is 562-943-8035. That's Cicero's Restaurant. Also sponsored in part by A Foreign and Domestic Auto Parts. Their location is at 15845 Imperial Highway in La Mirada. Their phone number is area code 562-943-7287. That's A Foreign and Domestic Auto Parts. Tonight's game is also sponsored in part by Taurus Termite, your best friend in termite eradication. Taurus Termite. Remember Taurus Termite's slogan, no bull, just better service. Call them at area code 562-861-1547. Hi, everybody. Welcome back once again to the game of the week. Rich Estrella, Ken Such, Andrew Kersner running around here somewhere. And it's 8-7 Mayfair. Mayfair with the football. They have a 3rd down and 10. The ball is at the La Mirada 42-yard line. Harrison in the shotgun formation. Darius Hodge lining up to the far side. Garcia now goes in motion for Mayfair. Harrison under a heavy rush, has to let it fly. It's caught by Garcia. Garcia crosses the 40 to the 45. It's going to be about a yard shy of a 1st down. Good call by Mayfair. La Mirada was coming.
They were coming, and he set up as a blocker and leaked out. It was a very, very well-executed play, and we're real close to the 1st down. I'm not sure. I'd say 2 or 3 inches short, but I'm 100 yards away.
At least, as you see the play once again. And that's one of the things you have to do when you know they're going to be coming, when the blitz is coming. You got to have that B play, so to speak, and you got to go to it quickly.
This is something that drives me nuts. Measure the thing. It's not that. I mean, that's pretty close not to measure.
Yeah, the ball was over on that far side.
4th down play.
In the eye, Williams and Terrence Young. And the officials are going to stop the play. They want the clock to start, and they got it going. All right. 11:44. We are just underway here in the 2nd quarter. 8-7 Mayfair. Big 4th down and short. Timeout Harrison. Mike Harrison calls timeout for the Monsoons. And with that, we'll take another timeout ourselves with the score 8-7 here in the second quarter. Mayfair over La Mirada. Tonight's participants would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of tonight's championship final. Tonight's game is also sponsored in part by Trujillo and Daughters Farmer Insurance. Their location is at 14730 Beach Boulevard, Suite 102 in La Mirada. Their phone number is area code 714-670-1726. That's Trujillo and Daughters Farmers Insurance, not to be mistaken for Trujillo and Sons. Mark Amasquita, an associate realtor of Century 21 Westworld of La Mirada. His new location is at 15220 Rosecrans Avenue in the Lucky Center. Mark's been a realtor in La Mirada for quite some time now and can help you with your real estate needs. Give him a call at 947-2861. That's 562 area code. Tonight's game also sponsored in part by Ray Haas Farmers Insurance. His location is at 15038 Alondra Boulevard in La Mirada. You may reach Ray at 714-523-7860. That's Ray Haas Farmers Insurance Group, serving La Mirada in the surrounding areas. Thank you, Ray. Tonight's telecast would not be possible without La Mirada Council members Hal Malkin and Pete Dames. These guys are without question great leaders and true gentlemen. They take great care of the city and its residents, and tonight is another example of that. I personally ask you to remember Hal and Pete on Election Day. They are the best. Thanks, guys. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cerritos College for the CIF Center Section Division 9 Championship Final. All Suburban League affair. La Mirada taking on Mayfair. And right now we have an 8-7 score. A lot of turnovers in the first quarter. La Mirada, I believe, had 3 turnovers. Mayfair also had 1 or 2 themselves. And it's been a real seesaw battle, but the highlight had to be George Woods, man. A guy that big, moving that fast. Hey, he outran the whole team, and you know most big guys, you get caught after 10, 15 yards, you're winded, and them little guys ride you until the posse arrives.
He had a nice head start. It wasn't so amazing how quick he got halfway. It's how he maintained going the whole distance.
Yep, that's George Woods. Everybody knows about that guy. One of the reasons the Matadors are where they at, big number 90. Doesn't get a lot of carries offensively, but you saw what could happen when he gets one. Now the officials have stopped play. I think they're looking at the ball, Ken. I think the ball's not spotted properly. If you look at the spot of the football, it's a first down already. What are they doing? It's a first down. Look at it.
Well, they're going to measure now, and why in the world they didn't before, I don't know. Maybe that Mayfair requested a measurement, and you can see, why in the world didn't they measure that initially if it's 4 inches difference?
I don't know, man. Look, the NFL's got problems. Yeah, the NFL's got problems. You got to know there's problems here. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I checked with the guy, I think this is a South Bay crew here.
It is. I talked to the referee. They're from the South Bay, but at least they haven't called holding yet.
Okay. Those phantom holds. You know, I know.
I've got a long memory.
I know. Believe me, we all do. And I still don't know what's going on down here, but the phantom hold in 91 against the tight end, that never happened. He just drilled the defensive end, and they call it, and that was the end of the title run. Take it away. That's terrible. Let's get out of that. Get back here. In the eye. Here they go. Williams has the first down.
Wow. Watch the left side of the offense get off the ball.
We'll get that replay coming up.
Look, oh, nice job by Mayfair. Big play, good push by the offensive line. All the back has to do is run behind him.
And the crowd still big, Ken. I swear, look at that line. There is a humongous line up front. There's got to be at least 700 or 800 people still trying to get in, and we're just starting the second quarter. Mayfair 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. The give goes to Hodge. Hodges turns up from the 30 down to the 25, down to the 23-yard line. Mayfair continuing the pound.
And this time, rather than pagging everybody in and going power, they spread everybody out and try to use their speed. Hodges does a nice job of running and good blocking by the wideouts.
There it is again.
Nice cut.
Got the crew climbing the stairs. They're finally realizing that's a workout climbing these stairs. Second down. They're going to call it 3. Looks like a long 3 to me. Harrison has Williams in the backfield. Harrison looking for Phillips. Has Phillips open at the 20. First down. Phillips abates a tackler, and Phillips is down inside the 10. First and goal, Mayfair.
Boy, watch the throw by the quarterback. It is just nice release, beautiful ball right there. That's what gets this play going.
There it is again.
Right there. Receiver catches it with his hands. Better put the ball away, though. If he gets hit, he might fumble. But a nice effort. First down on the 6.
First and goal, as you say, Ken, from the 6-yard line. And the Monsoons with an 8-7 lead, trying to add to that. They need to punch it in. To give to Hodge. Hodge, touchdown, Mayfair! Darius Hodge, and there go the fireworks again in the sky. Wow, here it is again.
Again, the left side, right at him. Good leg strength by Hodge. Excellent job of blocking up front, again by Mayfair on the left side. Looks like they like that left side.
Now remember, Hodge didn't play in the first game. So this could be the difference.
Richie, looks to me like the kind of runner that's going to come up big at the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter because he's strong.
I asked him at the banquet if he thought he was worth 3 points, because that was the difference in the first game, and he says he didn't know. He thought so, but he wasn't sure. Mayfair spreading it out. They go for the extra point. They've got Hodge in the backfield, that is. Harrison throws, and it's blocked, incomplete. The score with 9:44 left here in the first half, 14-7 in favor of Mayfair. We'll be back after this.
Everyone knows that interest rates are at or near an all-time low, and now is without question the
Rich Estrella, Ken Such, happy you joined us. This game being brought to you in part by Mar Vista Mortgage of Whittier. They can't get you approved, man. Nobody can. Here we go. Kickoff, 14-7. Ball is at the 16, and that's Miguel Ratzliff. Ratzliff weaving his way inside and out, brought down at the 34-yard line, maybe the 33. First down for the Matadors. They have 9:36 left here in the first half to do something with it.
And you can see now the strategy by Coach John Mealy of La Mirada to go for 1 even though they were down by 2, knowing that Mayfair's going to have to go for 2 a couple more times and not taking the chance of being down 8-6, and now you really do have to get another score. Now they're right back in 14-7. They're right in sync where they want to be.
First down and 10 for the Matadors. Cox, of course, Big Woods in the backfield, and Mike Lemon. The give goes to Woods again. Woods the first guy through, and they just hammer him this time. But Big George got 2 yards.
Give it to the big guy. Give it to the big guy. He'll pound. First down I don't think was the right time to make this call. Mayfair obviously learned its lesson last time.
Looks like Woods is a little tight. He's hobbling a little bit. But it's a cold night, and cramps are a big part of this ball game when the weather gets a little cooler.
Well, if he's been going both ways all year, he'll shake that off. He'll be in shape to play if he's been doing it.
Here we go. The Matadors come out. Their big offensive front going up against Mayfair's big offensive front. Lemon in the backfield all alone. 3 wide receivers to the far side. And Cox is going to throw. Has it to Jarrett. Jarrett trying to work his way to the outside back in, and Jarrett brought down after about a 3-yard gain just inside the 40-yard line. And it'll bring up third down for La Mirada.
For those of you that are interested in line play, watch the nose man in the center. 35's been getting a lot of penetration. I guess we're not going to have a replay on this, but he was right. Here you go. He just slips the center real quick and beats him and forces a quick throw. That could pay off down the road, or, hey, a foot closer, and that ball's a fumble.
This is a big third down play here for La Mirada. It's third down 3. In the eye. Rudiger in the backfield and fullback. The give is to Rudiger. Rudiger pops in the middle of the line, and he gets a yard. And Mayfair not giving up anything. Number 42 in there. talked about him before. Chad McGavro, number 57, Jesse Bender, getting up late. I mean, Mayfair was just waiting to hammer somebody in that front.
Right, hey, you can see they come with a trap. 51 makes the trap, but nice fill by the linebacker.
Sophomore running back, or fullback that time, was, of course, Rudiger. Here we go. Here's the punt. And the ball is going to roll out of bounds at the 23-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 21.
Well, I guess the official couldn't see the ball bounce. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
So it's first down and 10 at the 21-yard line for the Monsoons.
That was a nice job by the punter, though. He kicked away from the one deep man, and you hope to get a better roll than that. They didn't get it, but there's obviously no return.
Everyone knows that interest rates are at or near an all-time low, and now is without question the best time to buy or refinance your home. Mar Vista Mortgage of Whittier is a full-service mortgage company.
Harrison will go to the eye. He has Darius Hodge in the backfield to block. Here they come. Hodge picks up his man and passes incomplete. Andrew Phillips was the intended receiver, but heavy pressure by the Matadors coming from the outside.
Good pressure, good route to throw a little high, could have been caught. I'll tell you what, I really like this quarterback. I know I've said it before, but he watches down the field. He doesn't worry about the pass rush. He has a good release. He gets the ball there.
Second down, 10 on the incomplete pass. Michael Williams in the backfield. Everybody to the near side of the field. They give to Williams. Williams going forward, gaining 3. And it'll bring up third down now for the Monsoons. A lot of balloons being let go, man. I hope none of these things get sucked up in some kind of airplane or something up there.
I don't think they'll make it that far, but with 7 minutes to go, Mayfair has to be careful here. If they make a mistake or don't get a good punt off, La Mirada is going to have excellent field position and a chance of some momentum going into halftime.
Third down, long. 3rd and 8. They say 3rd and 9. It's 3rd and 8. Harrison has a pass complete to Phillips. Look at Phillips. The wall is there. And all he had to do was get by Rudiger. And I don't know if that's a fumble. He hit the ground. He's right. The ref made a good call that time. That ball definitely caused a fumble.
Took his time. That's a dangerous play. I know that kids see that in the pros all the time, but he put the ball out. When it hit the ground, it popped out. He got the proper call, but you don't always get it. That's why I instruct kids not to do that. He's close to the first down, doesn't have it. Boy, that was really set up. I thought that was going to be big yards, but a nice tackle, again, by one of the DBs from La Mirada.
John Mealy, as you can see, was very concerned about the spot of the ball. I don't think he was going to contest the fact that it was not a fumble. He was just watching where the spot was because it's right on the mark.
Oh, I think at this point, John's contesting anything he can contest.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I watched in the pregame. He didn't really... He saw me. He didn't want to talk to me. He was into it about an hour before the game started.
Harrison with the keeper.
This is going to be a tough spot.
Harrison got it by about a yard. He got it by, I could just tell by the reaction of the coaches in La Mirada. That told me all I needed to see there. Yeah. First down, Mayfair.
Wow. What a gamble, but when you know what, those coaches know their kids better than we do, and they know what they need and what they're capable of, and sometimes you do things like that. On national television, you get fried for this kind of decision. I don't go against it. If you're a pounded, good running, big offensive line team, then, hey, that's like taking a turnover away. You get an extra possession.
First down and 10 at the 32-yard line. Harrison dropping back. Harrison looks, lets it fly. Going for Andrew Phillips. Phillips is wide open. He dropped it. He had it in his hands and he dropped it. Andrew Phillips, when La Mirada and Mayfair played during the regular season, Phillips stretched the defense that way and caught that pass. This time he dropped it.
Well, hey, he's there. It's a long run, but it should be caught. He knows it. You just have to look at the ball a little bit longer. Nobody needs to tell him. He feels worse than anybody here. You know, he just has to overcome it and catch the next one.
Phillips had 2 steps.
Great protection, by the way, on that. Get a kid that deep with that many people coming. The offensive line of Mayfair is doing a great job.
Incomplete pass to bring up 2nd and 10 now for Mayfair. They give to Williams, going the opposite way. Williams runs into everybody. Gets 2 or 3 yards on the carry out to the 35-yard line. .509 left in the first half, 14-7 Mayfair. Williams coming off.
Here's your replay, Rich. Got a nice little counter. Defensive end comes across to get the kick out, but the fill by the linebacker was there.
It is. 3rd down, about 7 to go. Harrison drops, look, under heavy pressure, threw it. I guess they're going to call it a fumble. La Mirada football. And the Matadors have it. Coming up with it, number 7, Mark Sanchez.
I'm not sure it is. One of the defensive linemen for La Mirada came around the corner and hit him from behind. I'm interested to watch this replay because it looked like he might have been throwing the ball.
Yeah, it looked like he was going forward. They're not going to have the replay. You figured they wouldn't. Either it looked like he was going forward or the ball was hit from behind and it went forward as he was looking ready to let it fly.
Well, the referee's standing right behind him and see if the arm started forward or whether it's just hit out of his hand. This is what I was talking about, playing with fire, though, down here in your own end. You make a mistake, now La Mirada has the ball and the 25 going in. If they can get a score, it's going to do a lot for their momentum.
A little extra credit they're hitting on that play. About a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. 4:27 left here in the first half.
Again, first down, they came to the fullback on a first down play.
In the eye, Rudiger, the fullback. The give goes to Lemon. Lemon scoots through a hole, and Lemon gets down inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, La Mirada.
And if we have the replay on this, you can see it's a sellout defense. Everybody's coming for Mayfair, and the left side of the offensive line. Lead blocked by the fullback on 45, and Lemon gets through. First down on the 5.
First and goal for La Mirada at the 5, and look at Big George Woods, man. He's itching to get that ball. I don't blame him. Lemon flanking him. The give to Woods. Nothing doing. Woods just gets in a big rugby scrum. You know, the problem in a tight setting for Woods, not that he can't move that ball, because I've seen him carry 5 defensive linemen 20 yards. But in something like this, you know, they're going for the leg. They're going to chop him. And it's very, you know, the closer you get to the end zone, the smaller the field becomes. Not only physically, but in the mind.
Yeah, that's true. And basically what happened there wasn't a matter of anybody tackling him so much as that the defense just beat the offensive line badly, and there's no place to go but run into his own people.
Traffic jam.
When you get something like that, what the offense needs is a bounce play or something that comes to the outside, an option pitch. I mean, that if they pitch the option, if they have it in their offense, there's nobody there for it.
Von Jared in motion. Cox with the signal given to Lemon. Little play action. Cox is going to keep it. He's trying to get around the outside, and he gets down. He might have gotten 2 yards on the carry, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal.
Well, obviously, the La Mirada coaches saw the same thing and tried to get something to the outside of the play action, but the play action was off tackle, which got the whole defense moving where he was going. They needed a little bit more counter action or something like that. See how the defense on the replay is moving with the flow of the play, and the quarterback's going in the same direction. It's like giving the defense a running head start.
Ball's at the 4-yard line. And I believe timeout is called on the field by La Mirada. Check that. They got Mayfair calling the timeout, or so the official signal. So we're going to take a break right now with 2:11 left in the first half to score. Mayfair up 14-7.
Buying a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life, so choosing the right real estate company is as equally important. CenterPoint Real Estate is a full-service real estate office which can handle all your real estate needs. And because every home buying experience is different, we work hard for every type of situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a current homeowner ready to sell, CenterPoint Real Estate, where personalized service is our priority.
Everybody, welcome back to the game of the week. The action's down there, not up here.
Here we go.
It's third down and short. Here we go. 2:11 left. Split backs, Lemon and Woods. Cox looking to throw, puts it up. Pass is caught, touchdown. La Mirada, Cox to number 4, Aaron Gomez. And the Matadors are 1 point away from tying this thing up.
Well, here, this is where the mistake really hurt him. You'll see the receivers just switch. You end up with a fade pass, the ball up. The DB committed too soon and didn't jump.
Benor will come in to attempt the extra point. Did I say Ben? I meant Joe. What am I doing? Joseph Orr splits the uprights, and Joe Orr has put La Mirada in a tie with 2:06 left here in the first half, 14-14. And with that, we'll take a break. We'll be back. This is the game of the week on Media One.
Everyone knows that interest rates are at or near an all-time low, and now is without question the best time to buy or refinance your home. Mar Vista Mortgage of Whittier is a full-service mortgage company with a highly trained professional staff who are ready to service all of your loan needs. Whether you have great credit or not so great credit, Mar Vista Mortgage offers a full range of loan packages, and if they can't get you approved, chances are nobody can. So go with the winner, Mar Vista Mortgage. I know that's where John Mealy got his mortgage, or he better have. His brother Vince is the owner.
Buying a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life, so choosing the right real estate company is as equally important. CenterPoint Real Estate is a full-service real estate office which can handle all your real estate needs. And because every home buying experience is different, we work hard for every type of situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a current homeowner ready to sell, CenterPoint Real Estate, where personalized service is our priority.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Rich Estrella, Ken Such. Andrew Kersner will be joining us shortly. And the kick, deep. And it's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. Mayfair will have 2 minutes and 6 seconds from their own 20 to get something going before the half, Ken.
Well, I think that you'll see them running the ball. They have time with their passing attack, but I believe they've already used 2 timeouts. With 1 timeout left, I don't think they have enough time to go 80 yards unless they get a very big play early in this sequence.
I'll tell you what, I've done 1,000 games here at Cerritos College, Ken, and I'll tell you right now, I haven't seen a high school game this packed in a long time. Look at the far side of the field. Normally when we're showing the game, it looks like nobody's here because there's only 1,000 people on the other side. Well, there's got to be at least 4,500 people to almost 5,000 on the far side of the field. That side of the field holds 6,500 people. Actually, 6,250 to be exact. 12,500 seat stadium as we see Williams driving it up 5 yards in the middle of the field. The clock continues to run. There's 1:55 to go here in the first half. We have a 14-14 deadlock.
And I think Mike Fitch doing the smart thing, running the ball, looking for the big play before he commits himself so that he doesn't have to punt or they don't make a mistake and give La Mirada another chance.
Hodge in the backfield, all alone. Garcia, Phillips wide. Joe Hunter also in the game at flanker. Harrison hit as he throws. It's picked by Rudiger. That's Rudiger's second takeaway tonight. The sophomore phenom.
Well, Mayfair's daring them to do it, and they are doing it. They've taken the ball away twice now. 2 mistakes in the last 5 minutes, both deep in your own territory. You're going to pay for it. That was just he was hit, and the ball was 15, 20 yards short.
So it's first down for the Matadors. And remember, Orr can kick a football. Joseph Orr can kick. He comes from a family of kickers. Dad coaches soccer at the collegiate level, the university level. So
that's the case. They're in field goal range now for a 50-yarder.
I'm sure they'd like a few more yards before they give it to him. Here's Lemon. There goes Lemon. Lemon says, I'm going for 6, baby, and a fumble out of bounds.
Another fumble. We have a touchback fumbled out of the end zone. Mayfair's ball on the 20. Oh, jeez. You watch the replay here. Number 11 comes from behind. It looks like he strips him. You see the ball is out. It goes out of bounds in the end zone. That's a touchback. Mayfair's ball on the 20. Coach Mealy is beside himself right now.
Wouldn't you be?
I'm beside myself, and I'm sitting up here.
Well, you talk about big plays. Mayfair, man, dodging bullets left and right. You know, Rudiger comes up with the big pick, and they try to cash it in. Lemon on his way to 6, fumbles. Andrew Phillips, you're right, did punch that ball. He punched it right out of it from behind. Harrison now, a little delay give to Williams, and Williams getting maybe 2 yards on the play.
My opinion is at this point you have 2 good running backs. Try to pop one, protect the ball, and get yourself out with a tie at halftime. It looks like, of course I said this last time they ran on first down, but with only 1 timeout, it's silly to try to make something happen. The odds are just totally against you. Better odds that you'll make a mistake like last time.
You know, I was in the CIF office today. I told Tom Simmons, you're going to have 8,000 or 9,000 there tonight. We have at least that in the house now, I believe.
Yeah, it's a big crowd. Wow, we almost had a cutback there. And that's what you got to look for. Yeah, it looks like the crowd finally got in. They needed a few more people in the ticket box.
Yeah. Chris Rudiger on the tackle. Hodge just kind of ran into Rudiger, and they both went down. 3rd down now with 23 seconds to go, clock running. And, yeah, I think I might just take a knee here, just let the clock run out. Why even bother burning a play, Ken?
Just telling them don't run a play. The official chopped after 23 seconds, so they get 25 seconds to run a play. They can just go in, regroup. It's a tie at halftime. And now we'll see who wants to be champion.
Speaking of regrouping, we're going to regroup here at halftime as well. And there's the gun. Boom! Heard it? Gun sounds. Halftime here at Cerritos College. And we have a great ball game. We've been telling you for months this game would be good. And it is. 14-14 tie at the half. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more from Cerritos College.
Tonight's participants would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of tonight's championship final. Cicero's Restaurant. For fine Italian dining, it's gotta be Cicero's. Located at 15843 Imperial Highway in La Mirada. Their phone number is 562-943-8035. That's Cicero's Restaurant. Also sponsored in part by A Foreign and Domestic Auto Parts. Their location is at 15845 Imperial Highway in La Mirada. Their phone number is area code 562-943-7287. That's A Foreign and Domestic Auto Parts. Tonight's game is also sponsored in part by Taurus Termite, your best friend in termite eradication. Taurus Termite. Remember Taurus Termite's slogan, no bull, just better service. Call them at area code 562-861-1547. Tonight's game is also sponsored in part by Trujillo & Daughters Farmer Insurance. Their location is at 14730 Beach Boulevard, Suite 102 in La Mirada. Their phone number is area code 714-670-1726. That's Trujillo & Daughters Farmers Insurance, not to be mistaken for Trujillo & Sons. Mark Amasquita, an associate realtor of Century 21 Westworld of La Mirada. His new location is at 15220 Rosecrans Avenue in the Lucky Center. Mark's been a realtor in La Mirada for quite some time now and can help you with your real estate needs. Give him a call at 947-2861. That's 562 area code.
Tonight's game also sponsored in part by Ray Haas Farmers Insurance. His location is at 15038 Alondra Boulevard in La Mirada. You may reach Ray at 714-523-7860. That's Ray Haas Farmers Insurance Group, serving La Mirada and the surrounding areas. Thank you, Ray. Tonight's telecast would not be possible without La Mirada Council members Hal Malkin and Pete Dames. These guys are without question great leaders and true gentlemen. They take great care of the city and its residents, and tonight is another example of that. I personally ask you to remember Hal and Pete on Election Day. They are the best. Thanks, guys.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the CIF Southern Section Division 9 finals between the La Mirada Matadors and the Mayfair Monsoons. I'm Richard Stray along with Kent Such, and we're happy you joined us here for this Division 9 final. 14-14 deadlock. We have it here, and we thought it would be very, very close, and it is. And real quick, before we get into the second half action, I want to thank Pete Dames and Hal Malkin. They're council members of the city of La Mirada. The crew here tonight is a makeshift crew. Media One has a ton of parades to do tonight and tomorrow and could not facilitate the game. I voiced my concerns to the council people, Hal Malkin and Pete Dames, and voila, here we are. And I'm telling you guys out in La Mirada, Malkin and Dames, man, those are two guys. They're going to be coming in for re-election real soon, and they got my vote. And I exhort everybody out there who enjoys watching La Mirada football and supports the football program and who likes what we do on the Sports Corner to support Hal Malkin and Pete Dames in their re-election quest in March. And that is the end of my public service announcement there, Ken. But really, without Pete and Hal, it's hard to put this stuff on, man. They knew where to go in the community to get the funds, to get the equipment rented, and get this job done.
Well, it takes a lot more than people realize. The administrators and all the help and the boosters and stuff that go into watching the gates and selling the tickets and things. So it's pretty hard to be critical of everybody. There are always going to be glitches. You don't know if you're going to get, looks like about 8,000 people here tonight. Maybe they're playing on 6,000, so a few people were late. But people just have to understand, this is still high school football and it's education.
That's right, but when you see crowds like this in the neighborhood, we got Long Beach Poly going out tomorrow, St. Paul going up to Hart, College of the Canyons or whatever to play Hart. It's been a great year for football here in the southeast area. Here we go. La Mirada will kick off to start the second half action. Michael Williams from the 6-yard line. Check that, that's Hodges, Darius Hodges from the 6. Darius Hodges crosses the 30 out to the 40. Brought down finally at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mayfair.
Well, Darius is a little bit excited. We talked earlier about the strength of his legs and it coming up and showing up late in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. Right there it almost did. He almost ran out of a tackle. He's a strong young man. Here you can see him coming through. They've got a good tackle on him here. Look, he runs through one and finally gets caught from behind. But only because he was slowed up by that first missed tackle.
1st and 10, as we mentioned, just underway here in the second half. Mayfair with the football. They had the ball in great field position at the 40-yard line. Garcia coming right at you in motion. The give is to Williams. Check that. That's Hodge. My mistake. Hodge gets 6 yards. Darius Hodge is 5'9", 180. Such a low center of gravity. As you mentioned, Ken, he's just got such a strong lower body. And we see, I believe that's Hodge down now.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it is. We do have a Mayfair player down. The officials stopped the clock after the 7-yard gain.
It's not Darius Hodge as we see the replay once again. And it's hard to see where the injury occurred. I see the young man down, but hard to see what happened. And hopefully it's just cramps, Ken. I'm trying to look down there, and they appear to be working on his ankle. Might be a twisted ankle. That was hurt pretty bad. We have a timeout on the field with 11:43 left here in the second half. We're going to take a break, and that's the third quarter, by the way. 11:43 left in the third quarter. We're going to take a break due to injury. We'll be back after this.
Everyone knows that interest rates are at or near an all-time low, and now is without question the best time to buy or refinance your home. Mar Vista Mortgage of Whittier is a full-service mortgage company with a highly trained professional staff who are ready to service all of your loan needs. Whether you have great credit or not so great credit, Mar Vista Mortgage offers a full range of loan packages And if they can't get you approved, chances are nobody can. So go with the winner, Mar Vista Mortgage. I know that's where John Mealy got his mortgage, or he better have. His brother Vince is the owner.
And that's number 14, Nick Appledorn. He's a tight end, defensive end. And looks like some kind of ankle injury of some kind. The good thing is he's up and walking around, sort of. So I'm sure he'll be okay. I don't know if he'll see action again today. I don't know if he wants to see any action more today, but the good thing is he's up.
Might be his left knee, too. It's hard to tell, but it looked like they pulled the knee pad up. He was blocking. He was a wing back that came down on the block, and who knows what happened. A lot of things happen in piles.
Michael Williams alone in the backfield. They have Garcia. He goes in motion, and Joe Hunter line up to the near side. To the far side is Andrew Phillips. The give goes to Mike Williams, and Mike Williams gets rocked, gets brought back, and that was big number 90, George Woods.
And that looked to me like either they missed that block or the back misread it, because 57 came around the corner, and if we get a bounce, we see it on replay, and I guess we're not going to see it. Oh, here we go. If you watch big 57 come around the corner, if the back reads outside here instead of straight up the gut, he might have gotten a lot of yards.
3rd down and 3 for the Monsoons. Harrison drops, throws wide open is Hunter, and he catches the football at the 30, and his momentum takes him out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Mayfair coming up with a big play.
Wow. And another beautiful throw for Harrison, who was 9 for 16 in the first half with 96 yards. You can see it's a 3-man pattern, and one of the inside receivers comes out on the corner route. Beautiful throw. Looks like they picked one of the La Mirada DBs. He breaks clean, throws right there.
Ken Webb was the defensive back on the play, kind of chasing him out of bounds. And look at the wide receiver stack to the near side of the field, and the give goes to Williams, and Williams goes forward for 4, maybe 5 yards.
Mayfair looks like they might have decided just a little bit more to pound right at La Mirada. It's hard to call real early, but their offensive line is just getting off so well that we had 7 yards and 5 yards and runs right at them. So it'll be interesting to see what the strategy is here.
2nd down, call it 5 at the 19. To give to Hodge. There's Hodge. Got one man to beat, but look, it's the big anchor, Woods. And I don't care how big or strong you are, when George Woods grabs you and digs his heels in, you aren't going anywhere.
Well, you're right. He had a good hold of him, but that was still a strong young kid playing. You can see a double eagle here by La Mirada. He cuts back, nice move, and just gets caught. Otherwise, he was gone.
Wow. Hodge is still alive. Fayula jumped right on him, too, to bring him down after Woods was hanging on to him. And that's about 500 or 600 pounds on that poor Hodge.
I think if he had a hold of me, I'd fall down.
These La Mirada defensive linemen are huge, all of them.
Double eagle again, shotgun.
Harrison looking in the eyes of a blitz and still lets it fly. He did the only thing he could do, and that's throw it away. They came right at him. Nobody blocked Boardman.
Right, and it's good strategy by La Mirada. They covered both guards in the center and brought the linebacker right in the center guard back gap, so that there were 4 guys coming and only 3 to block him without the running back there. Quarterback did the proper thing. He threw it out of the end zone.
So 2nd and 10 now, and the blitz forcing the errant pass out of the end zone. 9:32 left here in the first half, 14-14, but Mayfair is threatening. They have the football at the 13-yard line of La Mirada.
We know they're not setting up a field goal.
Yeah, that indeed. Especially not on 2nd down. That's a pretty good hint here. Hodge in the backfield all alone. Joe Hunter flank to the far side along with Garcia. The give goes to Hodge. Hodge couldn't get going, and I'm trying to see the number. Who got him? It looks like it was Chris Rudiger, 28. Rudiger gets him by the shoestrings.
Replay here, you can see La Mirada spread out. They're playing man, and it's a quick trap by Mayfair. They get 6 yards. 3rd and 4 on the 6. Here it is. See, look. Oh, number 99 got his. He came up the field, got trapped big time.
3rd down, 3 from.
Mayfair's been running left on these.
Hodge going right up the gut, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes.
Touchdown Mayfair, unbelievable. Hodge 7 yards out, and the Monsoons go up 20-14.
And again, there's that leg strength, but La Mirada runs right at him on the left side. Good kick out block by number 35 if we see it on the replay. We're running just to the left of center, double team. C35 seal the linebacker off. Missed tackle. Good leg drive by Hodge.
Hodge with another touchdown.
Second of the game, yes.
Remember, he didn't play in the first meeting with La Mirada and Mayfair.
Now here we go for those 2-point conversions again. This is a big play.
This could be the difference in the game right here. There's the pass. It's caught. Did he get in? Yes.
Oh!
The conversion is good. With 8:49 left in the third to score. 22 for Mayfair. La Mirada 14. Wow, that was close, Such.
Well, we had our sideline camera. That would be an interesting one to see on replay, but the official made the call that he was in and then pushed back. So it's 2 points for Mayfair.
And the rule is you got to just break the plane for that split second. Maybe he did.
With possession.
Good point. Oh, looks like he had possession to me.
Oh, he caught the ball, but where were his hands when he was hit and when? It's very close. The official's there. You got to give the official the benefit of the doubt. If it was the NFL, though, I'm sure we'd have a controversy.
And that is the 2-point conversion. So there it is, 8:49 to play here in the third, 22-14 in favor of the Monsoons.
This is such a big deal. Now La Mirada has to plan for 2 scores to win this game.
Wow, wow, wow is all I could say, man.
Hey, a lot better play so far in the second half than in the first. I think it's going to get real exciting here.
The ball down, taken by Aaron Gomez from the 4-yard line. Gomez, good block. Look at Gomez trying to make something happen, trying to get to the outside, following his blockers. And Gomez is brought down at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Matadors.
And I'll tell you, the person that saved that from being a lot bigger gain was the outside man. I believe it's number 6 for Mayfair, who kept us contained, kept us leverage, and did not allow the running back to run outside. Watch here. He wants to go to the outside. 6 stays there, forces him back to the tackler. Good field position, though, now for La Mirada, right again off the bat.
1st and 10 again at the 38. This is where Mayfair started their opening drive of the second half, right at about close to the 40-yard line of their own. The give, who was that? Woods? Had to be. Woods gains about 3 or 4. Just barreling forward, having some fun. It's like a big old dancing bear.
And again, La Mirada chooses to come on 1st and 10 with their fullback right at him. They gain about 3. See right here, what's the agility of this big guy, though? Watch, he goes down. Look at him get up. He is quick for a big man. Here we go, 2nd and 7.
I formation, Woods, Lemon, it's pass all the way. Cox in trouble, Cox goes down. Cox goes down back at the 36-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 37. The Monsoons are fired up. Here they come.
Good coverage by Williams and Hodges. Quarterback had to pull the ball down. Pressure finally got to him. Now we got a 3rd and 11. Here you'll see the play. He wants to throw this slant, can't do it because of the coverage. The quick fire pass, if you don't throw it, you don't have protection that long.
Third down, 10.5 yards for the Matadors.
Last time they had this, they went for the play action pass or a screen, remember?
Hawks all day to throw. He's got a couple of hours back there. He may as well take it in. He throws, passes incomplete, intended for Gomez, and you kind of wonder if maybe Cox shouldn't have just turned it up and ran. He had plenty of room in that lane.
Well, he had that linebacker 42 barreling right at him. He was not going to make it. That kid's a football player. The wide receiver did a great job of breaking it in and breaking out and getting open. The throw just wasn't executed. Tell you what, Williams, or is that Hodges, number 5, really good coverage for that period of time. Man for man.
Hodges now is going to drop deep and receive the punt. Now remember last time, Orr had to run with it. I don't know if it was a bad snap or he fumbled it or what the case was, but he had to take off with it. This time, everything seems to go off okay. Nice high kick. Hodge fakes the fair catch, goes over his head, and it's going to be down at about the 18 or so, but there's a flag down on the field, Ken.
And I think what it's going to be is an illegal fair catch signal. If you watch, the receiver started to raise his hand, then didn't try to field the punt, and you can't do that. If you put your hand up, you have to wave it for it to be valid. If it's not waved, it's a delay of game penalty. It's only 5 yards.
Man, look at all those cheap people over there standing over there by the scoreboard. There's about 3 dozen people that are too cheap to buy a ticket and come on in.
Maybe they want to play $8 for a half. They were standing in line so long.
Yeah, you got a point. It was a big old line there tonight. I think they might be frozen out there.
It's cold.
So the call goes against the Monsoons. They're going to push it back now. How far? I don't know. They're talking to the captains now, asking Von Jarrett what he wants to do. Coach Brooks says, take the penalty, man.
There's a spot foul. It's going to be 5 yards before the ball ends up.
Wow, what was that?
Why?
Is he popping, breaking? What's that deal?
I think that means they declined the penalty.
Usually when they decline it, they kind of like, you know.
Yeah, that looked more like a 2-minute motion thing.
That homeboy was doing some disco action out there.
Yeah, well, you know, they're on TV.
Here we go, 1st and 10, the ball at the 17-yard line for Mayfair. Terrence Young in the backfield at fullback. I can't tell if that's Williams or Hodge in the backfield. It's Darius Hodge. Hodges gets close to the 20. We'll see where they spot it. And I think what the Monsoons would love to do here, Ken, is play Paramount football. Just hang onto the ball and run, run, run. Keep that clock going. Keep it in the middle of the field. Take as much time off as you have. You have an 8-point lead.
I'm sure they'd like an 18-play, 12-minute drive, but that hasn't been their style tonight. I don't think they can go into a shell too much. They've got to let their athletes roam.
2nd down, 8. The Monsoons again, Young in the backfield. In motion goes Andrew Phillips. To give to Michael Williams, and there goes Williams. Williams gets upended just short of a 1st down. Very, very short.
Hope we have the replay for this. Watch the guard pull out, and the guy crack, and I can hear the hits up here, Rich. Look. Oh, geez, you can't see it. 90 just got smacked. He's a wall, but tell you what, the Mayfair kid is brave to take him on like that. 3rd and short.
3rd and short. Oh. As you mentioned, Such, just trying to use some of your adjectives.
Let's see if this is two downs here.
Nope, it's 1st down. Hodges with the carry, gets to the 30. 1st down Mayfair, and the clock will continue to run with 5:20 left here in the 3rd. I know it's way too early to be worried about clock management, but when you got a lead, you start killing time.
Yeah, but I don't think they can afford to do that just yet. They've got to get their athletes the ball out and away. I'll tell you what, though, their offensive line right now just looks dominant. If it can stay that way, I'm sure that the La Mirada coaches, though, are going to start bringing another guy in the box and make it tough and force them. When that happens, well, I think you'll see Mayfair throw the ball. And here they're spreading the field.
Little play action fake. Harrison going up. Has Hunter. Hunter's got a step. He's got his man. Hunter down to the 5. Touchdown Mayfair. Joe Hunter outrunning Aaron Gomez to the end zone. And it's a big, huge play for the Monsoons. 70-yard touchdown.
Wow. 5'8", 160-pound junior. What a pass. What protection. Hell, if I knew how to coach that, we'd throw the ball at Paramount.
Wow. That looked like solidified a Jesus Urruza in the Bosco game. There it is again. You see Hunter just outrunning Gomez right there, and it's done.
And the pass is put right there. It doesn't slow the receiver down. Nice.
And Mayfair now goes up 28-14.
And this is a killer two-point conversion.
Yes.
16 points ahead with a little over a quarter to go. That's a tough thing to ask La Mirada to do.
Hodge again on the carry, gets maybe a yard, gets tossed back on the two-point conversion, and it's no good. However, Mayfair adding 6 more points to their portfolio here in the third quarter. It's 28-14 in favor of Mayfair. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
Buying a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life, so choosing the right real estate company is as equally important. CenterPoint Real Estate is a full-service real estate office which can handle all your real estate needs. And because every home buying experience is different, we work hard for every type of situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a current homeowner ready to sell, CenterPoint Real Estate, where personalized service is our priority.
Everybody, welcome back. Media One Sports, game of the week. Rich Estrella, Ken Such, Andrew Kersner. As we get ready for the kickoff, we're going to toss in Andrew Kersner and get some of his thoughts. Andrew.
Thanks, Rich. Well, talking about this La Mirada defense, they've really done a pretty good job for the most part against Mike Harrison. However, Harrison now 11 of 19, 205 yards, including that 70-yard touchdown bomb. He now has 1 touchdown on the afternoon. Back to you, Rich.
Thanks a lot, Andrew. The ball is squibbed short. Taking it, number 6, Anthony Cicero. And Cicero gets it to the 40-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Matadors. They got 4:33 left here in the third quarter of play at 28-14 Mayfair. So now La Mirada, it's not panic time yet, as you mentioned, Coach. However, you know they want to get some points on the board. They don't want to go into the fourth quarter with a 14-point deficit.
No, they need to start, find their big play. They need to try to get Lemon off tackle or outside. Get him some room to run. He's an excellent runner. He just can't fumble in the end zone.
Pass is complete. Nothing doing. Magabro again.
Hey, I like this kid. He ought to make somebody happy in the 605 game if he's a senior. Is he a senior? Yeah. Oh.
Chad Magabro, 5'11", 175-pound senior. Outstanding play. He's been all over the field tonight.
It reminds me of Izzy Corona that was in Paramount last year, played at Mount Sac and played the 605 game. Just a kid that wants to get to the football. Look at him. Look at him prowling back and forth now. That's a linebacker, man.
No kidding, man. He's like a caged animal out there. Here we go. 2nd down, 6. In the eye, George Woods and Mike Lemon. The give goes to Lemon. Lemon breaks a tackle but cannot get away from the rest of the defense. And that's Terrence Young with the big tackle, bringing up a 3rd down now for La Mirada.
And it was set up by the blitz by number 42 again. Yeah, Terrence Young got the residue from a great penetrating blitz by number 42.
I'll tell you right now, La Mirada has to convert here. If they don't, this could be it. I'm telling you, maybe early and all that, but I'm telling you, the way the Monsoons are fired up on defense right now, La Mirada's moved the ball 4 yards on this series.
Well, I tell you what would be interesting, if they don't get it, terrible mistake, 5-yard penalty. I'm not sure if the center quarterback jerked or what. The nose man definitely hit the center. But if La Mirada doesn't make this, it'd be interesting to pan the two sidelines and look at the difference in emotion. There we have it. Oh, offsides, Mayfair.
And the penalty goes against La Mirada, or check, was it La Mirada? No, it gets Mayfair, but why is La Mirada booing?
I don't know.
Matador fans are booing over there and they're getting a 5-yard penalty. What's up?
And now, you know what? La Mirada might be in that situation where they have 2 downs to get a yard and a half. See if we see the big fullback again.
Here we go, 3rd down. About a yard and a half to go for La Mirada. They give to Woods. Look at the big guy move. Yes, charge Woods. 1st down Matadors down to the 45-yard line. Bolt, this is a great ball game, I'll tell you that. Now let's go to Andrew Kirshner. Andrew's got some stuff for us. Andrew.
Thanks, Chris. We'll talk about the Mayfair program. Before Mike Fitch arrived and became head coach in 1994, Mayfair only 3 playoff appearances. Since then, under Fitch, the Monsoons have made the playoffs 4 straight years. Fitch looking for his 96th career victory, a great accomplishment.
And that would be great if Fitch could get that 96 win on a championship game. I mean, not many coaches stick around long enough to get that many wins. And, of course, Mike Fitch, this is his 3rd program. Brethren Christian for a couple years. Of course, at Whittier, went to a title. Left after he played Savannah in the finals and he's landed up at Mayfair and has done a great job with that program. Cox drops, looks, has Gomez had a couple of steps and cannot get it. Aaron Gomez had at least 3-4 steps on Garcia.
Right, they put 2 people up the seams, the safety bit on to the left, and the quarterback threw the ball to the right place. He just overthrows, you can see. The receiver's open, you got it, like he did in the 1st quarter when he completed that pass. He didn't do it here. Maybe a little bit of pressure.
And now the chant from the Mayfair fans, beat La Mirada, beat La Mirada. There's still plenty of time in this one. The Matadors on the move. They've got to get a score here. Here comes the blitz. La Mirada picks it up. No! Cox going down in a heap.
Guess who?
Magavro. Again.
He and Young are giving the center of the line fits. Look, they come through. I mean, the poor quarterback doesn't have a prayer. La Mirada has to find an answer to that kind of a blitz. But now they're in big trouble with 3rd and 20. What's your 3rd and 20 call, Rich?
For La Mirada, you got to air it out. The problem is the speed factor. Hodges, Williams.